Hey guys, it is Friday, February 3rd. Technically, GarbAugust starts tomorrow, but I'm going to start later tonight. But first, I'm going to see Flogging Molly, one of my favorite bands. I'll probably show a clip or two right after this. Anyway, I'm going to go do that. When I get home, it'll be time for the trash. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next clip.
Then the rose repeats, got the 1, 2, 3 double parts as they hit the floor.
I'm back home, and I'm drunk as hell.
What?
Meow! I don't ever get any room on the sofa. Where's your head? Jackson, come on, lay down. Jax, seriously. Hey, can you settle down now? He won't settle. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. Why are you putting your nose under there? What's going on? Okay. Hey guys, it is the next day and Jackson is sniffing my arm. Come here, show him, come here. Come on, get up. He won't jump up to show you that he's here. Anyway, he's down there. You could see my mic is set up. I just got done doing a live stream on Amy McCaw's channel. Check out her channel. She is fabulous. She is a wonderful author of Mina and the Undead, and the sequel just came out not too long ago called Mina and the Slayers. Anyway, I love her. So sweet, so friendly. I think she is a fantastic person, and we had a great discussion about the book Frozen Charlotte. And Katrina was there as well from the channel Katrina Brown, and Elizabeth from Elizabeth Sagewood. I love them both very much. So it was a really fun chat and discussion, just talking about what we liked about the book and if we disliked anything, etc., etc. So today is the first official day of GarbAugust 1.5. I just went to a book fair across the way, but it was all like paranormal romance books and stuff, and I was like, I don't want this. Like, I don't want to buy this stuff. So I thought it was going to be more of like a used book thing, and it wasn't. Luckily, I just had to walk across the street, walk back. It wasn't a big deal. Anyway, so that was a bust. But I'm going to keep reading trash. I started, you saw last night, I was kind of tipsy, I guess. I started The Cats, and I got about 25% in. It's not the greatest so far. It's a little dry, a little boring. It's okay. It's not the best thing ever. Apparently, though, one weird part I remember, this guy who's supposed to be watching the cats who are being experimented upon, he randomly, like, feels compelled to take them out of the cages, and then he, like, takes off his pants and clothes and, like, lays down, and then he's like, the fur is going over me like a wave. And I was like, why? And even he doesn't know what happens. He wakes up and he's like, what? Why did I do this? Whatever. So we'll see what happens and transpires with that. Obviously, something is amiss there. You don't just take off your pants and lay down with cats if you're normal. Anyway, I don't know. It wasn't like all weird like he did stuff with the cats. He just kind of laid down and was like, yo, the fur. And I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I'm making it sound more fun than it truly is. It's okay so far. It's not the greatest. So I will keep reading that, but I gotta be honest, all I really want to do is keep reading Swan Song by Robert McCammon. It is so good, and it's my book club pick for the month of February. My co-host will be Amy from Amy Noel Reads. Stay tuned for that. The date will be announced kind of soon. I will let everyone know in the community tab and in my Discord. My Discord will be linked below in case you guys are interested to talk about Swan Song as we go. But yeah, I'm taking a break from Swan Song to read some trash, to dumpster dive in the world of literary trash fiction. So it's gonna be great. Even though I'm not loving cats, I'm still having a good time, and I'm still excited about my other choice to read this weekend, which will be Wait and See by Ruby Jean Jensen, an old school vintage paperback book, and my friend Alex liked it and said it was her favorite Ruby Jean Jensen, which gives me a lot of hope that I will enjoy it too, because we have very similar tastes when it comes to vintage horror. So woo! Alright guys, we will see what happens. Paul and I are going out to eat later to celebrate my mom's birthday. We did go over and have cake with her on her actual birthday, which was Groundhog's Day. We're gonna go out later, so maybe I'll show you guys what I eat. Give you some B-roll of that. My earrings say 90s kid, so I like these. And I'm wearing my Hufflepuff sweatshirt. Harry Potter represent! Anyway, alright, I'm being dumb. I just ate some cereal and I'm hyped up. Ready to go out to eat later. It's gonna be another 3 hours. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna try to read. We will see. Might watch some booktube too. But, okay, guys, this is it for this clip. I will catch y'all in the next clip. Oops, I'm pointing the wrong way. Because my phone's the wrong way on the tripod. Anyway, see you later. Sorry for yelling. So I finished The Cat by Nick Sharman. Not my favorite animal attack book. In fact, I didn't really have a lot of fun with it. I thought it was going to be super trashy, super fun, but I actually read after I finished it that it was written kind of like a satire, you know, to kind of spoof animal attack books that were really big, like The Rats at the time and stuff of that nature, which, looking back at the read now, kind of makes sense because it used every single trope imaginable, and some things were fun, some things were over the top. You would think that a satire type of animal attack book would even be more outrageous and more zany and more fun, but I just thought it was a little dry. Maybe that's because of the audiobook, for all I know. Perhaps I made a mistake in using audio, and if I would have just read it with my own inflections, you know, in my head, I would have enjoyed it more. There were flamethrowers. That was cool. If you don't like cats getting hurt by flamethrowers, which I think is terrible if it was a real thing, but because it's fake and phony, I don't mind laughing like I just did because it's not real. But I know people don't like animal cruelty and stuff, but these are killer cats in the book and they've got to stop them. So, you know, you've got government conspiracies. You've got a scientist who does something on accident and unleashes like this terrible thing that makes these cats go wild, and you've got a human in all of this that is affected by the things that the cats are affected by. So you got all these little tropes going on, and I don't know, I just can't believe it was not more fun. So it is what it is. I think I'm either going to give it a 3 or a 2.5. I'm still glad I read it. I love reading animal attack books. Even ones that I don't enjoy, it's still an experience, you know? And like I said, there were some fun parts with the flamethrower. There were some parts with this guy protecting this woman who was about to get attacked. That was cool. That was, you know, intriguing and entertaining. And that's what these books are about. That's what GarbAugust 1.5 is all about. It's about having fun, you know, enjoying reading. I just wish it was a little bit more fun and easy to get through. I am about 40% in to Wait and See by Ruby Jean Jensen. I am liking it quite a bit. We got these kids and their mom moving to this summer place that their dad, the kids' dad, used to hang out as a kid. early on in the novel, we learned that he had, like, this incestuous relationship. The dad had this incestuous relationship with his cousin, and the cousin winds up doing something crazy, and the mom suspects the boy had something to do with it. So he grows up, has kids, and the family goes back to the place, and the mom of the girl who, according to everyone, has disappeared, she believes the guy Daniel had something to do with it. And so she wants to take revenge and get back at his kids and make him feel the pain that she feels because she lost her daughter, or she thinks she lost her daughter because no one knows what happened to her. And she really thinks, again, that Daniel had something to do with it. So that's not even spoilers. It's all very quickly, right away, revealed. But it is intriguing. There is a skeleton who seems like it can move and hurt people, and there's a creepy barn with a creepy room inside the barn that is more than what it seems from the outside. You go in the little creepy hidden room and you're like, oh, someone's doing occult stuff in here, no! So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I am starting reading kind of late. I'm about to pick back up reading right now. It is the last day of the wasted weekend, so hopefully I can knock out the rest of the book tonight, and then it will be a flippin' GarbAugust 1.5 weekend complete. Check mark, done. Again, I just kind of was eating dinner, we went for a run. I actually redid my book cart, and I'm thinking about developing a little game with it, with an Uno card deck. I don't know. I've got an idea. I got a cool idea. Uno is my favorite card game, and you wouldn't think it would translate into a TBR type of game, but I've got an idea for a few random picks to add to my TBR to where I don't have to make decisions. The cards can pick for me. So I'm pretty pumped and jazzed because I think it's a cool idea, and we're gonna see if I could develop this tonight and reveal it maybe for March. I'm very excited. Alright guys, anyway, I'm gonna get to reading, and I will check back in with you guys later. I am just here to give you my last update. I finished Wait and See by Ruby Jean Jensen. I actually should have easily been able to finish last night. However, instead of finishing last night, I was about 84% in. And actually, I was a lot closer to the end than I thought because the Kindle version is weird. There's actually book discussion notes at the end that made it seem like it was longer than it was. So I could have just kept going for like 15 minutes and would have finished it last night. However, Paul and I stopped doing what we were doing. We were both doing other things. Like I was reading, he was watching TV and stuff, and we decided to watch a little bit of wrestling. And I thought that was perfect for GarbAugust because what better way to close out a trash-filled weekend than watching some old school awesome wrestling. And I say trash in a good way because I love wrestling. I was a big professional wrestling fan. A couple of years ago, my YouTube used to be about professional wrestling and covering wrestling. And very sadly, one of my very favorite wrestlers ever, he was a tag team wrestler, his name was Jay Briscoe, that was his wrestling name. And he passed away not too long ago. He was killed in a car accident. So we actually watched a Best of the Briscoe Brothers DVD, or we started to, we didn't finish it. But some of the matches were incredible. Oh my God, there are some WWE wrestlers who used to be on the indie circuit. Lots of WWE wrestlers used to be in the indie circuit, but specifically these two, Kevin Owens now and Sami Zayn now, they used to be called El Generico and Kevin Steen, had a match against the Briscoe Brothers in this really awesome pay-per-view, and the match was a ladder war match, and these are kind of big deal matches, crazy, intense, bloody. It was freaking awesome. So I was like, oh, this is good. So I gotta say, it was worth stopping reading to watch this Briscoes match. I'm just so sad that Jay Briscoe was killed in the car accident. Gone way too soon. He was in his 30s. Lots of wrestlers in one way or another end up passing away early for some reason. It's really a sad, terrible thing. Usually it's from other circumstances. In this case, it was a freak accident. And it's just really sad because him and his brother, who was his tag team partner, they were very, very close in age and very close in general since they wrestled together for many, many years. It's just all extremely sad. And I actually kind of met both of them. We were on the same flight coming back from a wrestling cruise that I was on. And also I was in the front row when they had their match against each other. And they also had a match against another tag team. There was multiple nights on the cruise where they had different matches. And again, they're just one of my favorite tag teams of all time. And he just seemed like a really nice guy. Outside of that, everyone talks about how great he was, how much of a family man. So anyway, I actually bought a t-shirt that like supports his family because his 2 little girls were in the car and they were really, really badly injured. Luckily, they're doing okay now, but the proceeds for the t-shirt go to the family. So I bought a t-shirt. I would be repping it right now or even last night, but it's not in yet. So it'll come in like a week or two. You know, I'm not a huge wrestling fan anymore, but you know, sometimes, like, I get reeled back in. My heart is like, ugh, I still kind of love it a little bit. So anyway, that was kind of a great way to end GarbAugust weekend. And I gotta say, that was almost better than any of my reading. I was watching that DVD. It was so much fun. And it was definitely appropriate. It felt like it was totally in line with the spirit of GarbAugust 1.5. So anyway, wait and see. It was pretty decent, atmospheric. This is my 4th book by Ruby Jean Jensen that I've read, I believe. Yeah. Chain Letter, The Reckoning, and House of Illusions were the other 3. And, you know, there's always one criticism that I have, at least, with all of her books, but usually it's the pacing. And that's kind of the same with Wait and See. Sometimes the pacing dragged a little bit and it was just off. And that was okay, but I was trying to kind of finish it last night, and so I felt like there was an urgency to my reading, and I don't like feeling that way when I'm reading and I can feel the need to finish kind of pressing down upon me. So that part was not fun to feel that way, but that was my own fault and my own mood, basically setting a tone for the reading experience. So I don't know if I wasn't in the mood this weekend for the books that I read, but my other Paperback from Hell type of vlog that I did recently was way more successful than this one. The Cats, just to wrap it up one more time, by Nick Sherman, the other book that I read for this vlog, it was okay. It had a lot of fun tropes in it. It had flamethrowers. It had an LSD wild scene where people were like, oh, I'm just tripping, but then all of a sudden they're being attacked and eaten by cats and stuff. That was cool, I will say. But overall, I think it was the audio that made it feel extra dry. And Wait and See by Ruby Jean Jensen, I just think I was looking for something super fast. And looking at the page count, I thought it was going to be a more fast-paced Ruby Jean Jensen novel. So I just wasn't in the mindset of kind of, you know, setting the scene. A lot of her stories kind of take their time. But there have been other stories that I've read by her that have been a little bit more brutal. But overall, it was fun. There was a skeleton wielding a knife, slashing people. I wish there was a little bit more slashing, but still, I do love how the cover of the old school book matches the actual premise of the book, which is very rare when it comes to vintage freaking books like this. But yes, there was an actual skeleton wielding a knife, killing people, just like the cover might hint at. I can't believe the cover was accurate. So I am giving that one a 3.5, and I'm giving Cats at most a 3. I'm leaning between a 3 and a 2.5, but I think I'm going to settle on a 3, because there were some things that were fun. Just not my favorite Animal Attack book, not my favorite vintage book. You know, I still would say, if you're interested and intrigued, check it out. If you love Animal Attack, it might be worth your time. I know my friend Ollie, who hosts this event, and has come up with this event, he actually likes the Cats better than me. And I like The Nest better than him. By the way, I just watched Andrew from It Came From the Page, his vlog for GarbAugust 1.5, and he is on my side. He reread The Nest, and between, you know, he was trying to decide, is he on my side where he thinks The Nest is great, or does he agree with Ollie and he thinks it's not that good? He agreed with me, and he's like, it rolls! He even said that. That was the last thing he said in the vlog was... was, Ollie was wrong. The nest rules. Alright guys, this is enough of a long-winded update. I am done. I am through. It's kaput now. We're done. Alright guys, I hope you had a wonderful wasted weekend. I know I did. Even though I didn't absolutely adore every book I read, I still had an enjoyable time overall, and it was fun to see what everyone else was reading. Thank you guys for hanging with me and checking out what I read. And till next time, you guys know what you can do. Keep on killing it. Bye guys.